Bakit nagsinungaling ka sa akin o sabihin mo na you are not privy to the negotiation between PNRC and Philhealth?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The negotiation, na pumunta po kami doon, kausap namin si Senator Gordon, does not pertain to the amount of the mobilization fund. Ang pinag-usapan po namin dito doon, Mr. Chair, ay yung proseso kung paano makatulong yung Philhealth doon sa pagpapabilis ng pag-submit ng documents ng Red Cross for liquidation. Hindi po yung usapan po doon tungkol sa tungkol sa amount ng mobilization fund. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Sa palagay mo ba, kapanipaniwala yung sagot mo sa akin? Hindi ba totoo na 3 kayo rito? Nasa akin ang dokumento, attorney.
Yes, sir.
Kung pipilitin mo,
Mr. Chairman.
kung pipilitin mo na magsinungaling ka pa, nasa sayo yun. Okay? Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa iyo kanina, the final form of this complaint for plunder, malversation, and so on and so forth will depend on the kind of answers that you will give this joint committee. Kasama mo si Legal o Vice President Shirley Domingo and Mr. Cabado, the Vice President for Membership. Noong inegotiate ninyo, kayo ang panel. Pagkatapos, directly magsisinungaling ka sa amin.
Yes, sir. We negotiated. But yun, sir, yung dinidiscuss namin yung proseso, hindi po yung amount po ng mobilization. The amount of mobilization, sir, po yun top level negotiation po yun. So,
Gaano katap yung level?
Pumunta po kami doon, hindi naman si Senator Gordon po yung intention namin kausap, yun naman po mga staff, yung gagawa po ng mga forms. Tapos nakita lang po kami ni Senator Gordon, kaya po kami tinawag. So
sige,
hindi po yun yung...
maglubid ka ng buhangin kung gusto mo. Pero sinasabi ko rito, yung 100 million is a clear deviation from the objectives and parameters set forth in your own PhilHealth circular. Because, ang sinasabi ko sa iyo, sa aminin mo't hindi, wala namang historical claims ang PNRC. So, kailangan explain mo sa amin ano ang basis ng 100 million? Sapagkat akala ko ba, kasi dito lumilitaw, Mr. Chair, yung paggastos, yung pagwaldas ng pera ng PhilHealth, walang patumangga, walang protection. Kaya kapag tatanungin mo sila, ano bang basis nito? Anong guideline dito? Bakit ginamit ninyo yung COVID-19 circular pagkatapos wala namang claims dito? Wala namang i-rebuild, wala namang facilities na gagawin. But you earmark 100 million for PNRC. That's only the point. I wanted to establish kapag ang pinag-uusapan, paggasta, mabilis, walang patumangga. Mr. Chair, PhilHealth, as one institution, forgot one thing, na itong perang ito, hindi sa kanila. They keep the money in trust. They have that fiduciary responsibility to protect this trust. Alam mo, Attorney Del Rosario, yung pera mo, kung po-protectionan mo yun, okay lang, kasi pera mo yun Pero ito, kung kinakailangan triplihin mo o sampuhin mo ang pangangalaga sa perang ito, that is the requirement of a fiduciary responsibility. Do you agree or not?
We agree, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Yun ang gusto naming standard sana Hindi ganun Hindi ganun. Mr. Chair, may I direct my questions to other panels? Sino po kaya ang pwedeng sumagot dito?
I would think Dr. Pargas would have a hand on that, on the 100 million ceiling for Philippine National Red Cross. Yun po yung tanong ng Honorable Marcoleta. Sino nagrekomenda ng 100 million at bakit ibibigay? Dr. Pargas.
Mr. Chair, Attorney Labe will respond on that.
Attorney Labe.
Mr. Chair, good afternoon. I'm not privy to the 100 million, but I understand how they funded this project, Mr. Chair, because the expanded targeting testing was computed at 2% of the 13 million population in NCR at that time, Mr. Chair, and it's about, I think, 900 million. But as regards to the advance payment of the 100 million, I was not part of the, I'm not privy to that, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, yung word for the day ngayon is, or the phrase, I'm not privy. Nagbayad ba ng expanded withholding tax? Binawas niyo ba yun? Nung ibigay niyo yung 100 million sa PNRC? Oh, you're not privy. Okay. Attorney Dr. Pargas, on August 5, 2011, Philhealth issued Circular Number 011-2011 to implement a case-based payment. Ito yung ACR, case rate, for 23 selected cases and surgical procedures. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You know, you cannot blame me if I expect, faster answers. Kasi circular ninyo to eh. Ako, 2-3 araw ko lang nabasa ito eh. But I can commit them into memory if I want to.
It was signed by our president then on August 5, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, that is correct. And in this circular, it says that it should be reviewed every 6 months. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Every 6 months. Positive, okay? Yes?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. On October 29, 2013, PhilHealth issued Circular Number 0031, Series of 2013, to implement an all-case rate policy. Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. The objectives are as follows. Reduce claim processing or time turnaround TAT. Increase PhilHealth support value. Rationalize reimbursement rates. And achieve technical efficiency for providers. Okay. Isa-isahin natin, Dr. Pargas. Achieve technical efficiency for providers. Did we achieve this?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
How can you say that? Technical efficiency for self-providers. Katakot-takot na audit observation memo. Inulang kayo ng napakaraming notice of disallowances concerning the payments to these hospitals and care capacity. Pagkatapos sasabihin mo, how could you even say that? Achieve technical efficiency for providers. Rationalize reimbursement rates. Okay. Have we rationalized reimbursement rates? Have we? Tinanong nga kita nung isang araw eh. What will happen to the excess payment given to the hospital? Sabi mo, sa hospital na lang yun. Is that the way you rationalize reimbursements, Dr. Pargas? Ang kanyang intervention is only 10,000 pesos. Binayaran mo siya ng 15,000 pesos. Yung 5,000 napunta sa hospital. That is rationalization. That is rationalization.
Mr. Chair, with regard to the one, ang prinsipyo po kasi nung case rate really is dahil fixed po siya, meron po talagang mga kaso na maaaring mas mataas ang nagagastos,
Alam
pero
na
maaari
natin
po
yun,
mas
Dr.
mababa.
Pargas. We've been there. Ulit-ulit na tayo dyan. But the system is bad. It is not correct because it is not a system where you were able to get back the excess fund para magamit uli ng PhilHealth. That is the most ideal thing to do. You remember the bus conductor or the bus inspector? I've been telling you. You
Yes,
remember
Mr.
the inspector in the trains?
Yes, Mr.
Ganon
Chair.
dapat yun eh. So wala talagang malasakit eh.
Dr. Pargas, I'm sorry to say, pero ang audit report nyo, since that time, parating negative. Wala kayong naging auditing report na positive.
Precisely. Kaya nga itong mga objectives na ito na binabasa ko, walang natupad dito eh. Example, paano mo na-reduce yung claim processing? dahil mabilis kang magbayad. Siyempre, wala na eh. Kahit na ba sumobra pa ng 10,000 ito eh. Ano naman ang paki ninyo? Hindi talaga, ang lumilitaw dito sa pagsusuri namin dito, pag yung pag-alaga, yung pagsinop do sa pondo, wala kayong pakialam doon eh. Yung pag-disburse, yung pag-spend, ay yun ang mabilis. Tingnan na lamang natin, Mr. Chair. Ang pagkakaalam ko, the number 2 killers, mortality, na pumapatay sa tao, sa ngayon, number 1, heart diseases. Number 2, vascular diseases. Number 3, malignant neoplasma. Ito yung cancer. Bakit ang nangyari, Dr. Pargas, ang tatlong yung top ninyo na ailments na binabayaran under all case rate, pneumonia, gastroenteritis, and UTI. What happened to the 3 topmost killers in this country? Did you ever think about this? Did you adopt a study? Mukhang talagang walang pag-aaral dito. Somebody have been telling me na ito po talagang minadali. Now we are able to confirm all this. Even by way of your answers, you are not able to reply to us with certainty, with conviction, and in all honesty, I am frustrated with the answers that you are giving us. Ang gusto ko lang kaya ako nagpunta rito, Mr. Chair, I wanted to see that Attorney Del Rosario. I want to tell him in his face how frustrated I am in giving me all these answers, these silly answers. Alam po ba ninyo, Dr. Pargas, alam ko nagre-research din ako, maski mahirap Ang daming adverse COA findings sa inyo. For example, less than a year after the ACR was implemented, na-implement kasi, you started with 23, so 2011, less than a year after the ACR implementation, Philhealth suffered financial bleeding. Ang dami, it was triggered by spate
Overpayment.
notice of disallowances. Ang dami. Let me cite examples. Region 5, Dr. Pargas. Notice of disallowance dated September 12. 2,273,000, blah, blah, blah. Audit observation memo, PCH. Philhealth is not protecting. Ito yung observation mismo Ang sakit nito Philhealth is not protecting the interests of its members and instead benefiting the institutional healthcare providers. Baligtad Ito yung observation ng... I'm not sure if
Honorable Marcoleta, with apologies, can you wrap up?
I am trying, Mr. Chair. But I think you will have to forgive me if I continue.
I continuously forgive you,
Thank you.
Honorable Marcoleta.